The Citizens Cascade here at Riverfront Park is dedicated to the spirit and determination of the people of Elmira to bounce back from the flood of '72. As you can see behind me, today the water was turned back on as people remember a flood that for many changed everything.
It looked like somebody opened up a fire hydrant and the water was coming around between the curbing, and then it came up over into everybody's yard, and it got pretty crazy.
Of course, we didn't have social media and all that during that time, so there was a lot of uncertainty what was going on.
It has been 51 years since Hurricane Agnes triggered a catastrophic flood that left everything covered in mud. But for Mayor Dan Mandel and his neighbor Jody Rohde, the memories are as clear as yesterday.
My dad owned a business, Mandel's Tavern. He had just bought back in March of '72. And the next thing you know, the river went over. Of course, people are calling each other on the telephone back then or stopping over and saying the river's going over. And my parents were saying that there's evacuations happening within the city of Elmira.
In your father's business, how did the business fare, the tavern?
Not well. Actually, took the pool table, ran it right out the front door, which was never to be seen again.
The yard was all mud, and there was a safe in our side yard, and I believe it was from Chemung Canal Bank. And I remember they came along with a flatbed truck and a crane to get it out of the yard and haul it away. There was paint cans all over it, but everything was a mess. It was horrible. I can remember my parents in the house crying when they went in because they didn't know where to start. Everything was just destroyed.
Here on the corner of Lake and Carroll Street, a marker placed by the Chemung County Historical Society shows just how high the floodwaters got. At Central Hots on Rowe Avenue, in business since 1941, newspaper clippings show its original location on Water Street. Floodwaters nearly up to the ceiling.
My brother's house was at the end of Walnut Street Bridge on the south side. His house was gone.
Today, water started flowing again at the Citizens Cascade on Riverfront Park. A plaque nearby, dedicated in 1977, reads, "This is our hometown, and nothing under God will take it from us."
It's been a slow recovery, let's face it. There were some decisions made that probably could have been differently. I mean, Monday morning quarterbacking, and hindsight's 2020. But we are still somewhat recovering, but we're forging ahead. We are.
The Department of Buildings and Grounds tells us it's going to take about a day or two before the pools are filled up to the level where they need to be. The Cascade's waterfall should be ready to flow by early next week. The city also tells us that it's planning to renovate the Cascade as part of a larger redesign of Riverfront Park that's still in its early stages. In downtown Elmira, I'm Nick Dubina, 18 News.